Hey everybody, I just wanted to make sure that everybody read the materials on ocean futures at the end of the module. And one of the elements that we discuss in that material are these dead zones. And the Gulf of Mexico is a very pertinent place for these dead zones. This map here shows the huge drainage basin that comes down, ends up in the Mississippi River and comes down into the Mississippi Delta. And the waters from this massive drainage system end up flooding into the Gulf of Mexico. This is obviously a very rich agricultural region, and fertilizers that are used here for crops dissolve and end up in the river water and flood into the Gulf of Mexico. And at times of heavy precipitation, large amounts of these nutrients come into the Gulf of Mexico and they boost primary productivity. So you get these algal blooms, and you can see one of these here, this sort of darkish color here, maybe a bloom of dinoflagellates that we will talk about in week 7 or module 7. And what happens is these bursts of algal productivity ends up decaying and using up oxygen in the seawater. And so what happens is you end up with what's called a dead zone in part of the water column, and you'll see often actually towards the base of the water column. And in this figure here, you'll see these reddish colors are where these very low dissolved oxygen concentrations are in the ocean, fairly close to the coastline. And so these are all a result of elevated marine productivity triggered by the flooding of nutrient-laden waters into the Gulf of Mexico. And when you lose all that oxygen, fish have a very hard time breathing. And so you end up often in these dead zones with massive fish kills. And these are fish that have floated up onto the beaches of the Gulf of Mexico as a result of one of these dead zones. Okay, so that's in a nutshell is what happens. These things are often common in the summertime. Because you get these floods of water. And the other thing about the summer ocean is it's warm, and warm water can hold less oxygen. So you're more likely to end up with these lower oxygen concentrations in the summer. All right, we'll talk to you tomorrow.